Welcome to the F1 2025 Dutch Grand Prix reaction. I'm Sagan, joined once again by the amazing Captain HX.
Hello. Good to be here. Good to be speaking to you.
Yes, indeed. Likewise, as we're finally back from the summer break, we had I would say, a better race than most of the races that we had before the summer break. Uh, yeah, I was quite satisfied with this Grand Prix and generally with the excitement we got. Obviously, we were expecting the rain throughout the entire weekend. Ended up being dry for the most part. So yeah, but nonetheless, very good Grand Prix for me, at least.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of chaos, as evidenced with the top 10 we're going to go through at some point. So, yeah, it was an interesting Grand Prix overall.
Yes. Okay. Want to begin with the biggest surprise?
Yeah, let's do it. Biggest surprise.
Mm,
Uh, Nivos getting a point.
yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, there are a lot. There were a lot of DNFs, but Colapinto wasn't anywhere near the point. So,
But he was 11th. You were one
was he?
place off. You were
Oh,
one place off.
wait. Was he actually? I thought it was like around like P14. Okay, I may remember things wrongly. I'm sure he didn't qualify well at least, but yeah, those carries into race. I mean, Stroll finished like P7. That tells you what race it was, what kind of race. Yeah, I mean, yeah, almost, but not enough. First stop and finished the race. Yeah, someone didn't finish. Well, three people to be exact. We'll talk about that
Yeah,
obviously.
I hedged my bets the wrong way, evidently.
Yeah, I mean, you picked the top driver, just not the correct one of the three. Yeah. Okay, overperformer. I think you're pretty spot on, honestly.
Oh, a
I,
beautiful weekend for me.
I
I
don't
was
think.
watching him the whole
Yeah.
weekend, going, "Yes, my brother." I went, "Oh my god, he's qualified fourth," and my brothers went, "Yeah, he'll end up crashing first lap."
Well, yeah, I'm not the one who crashed, and in the end got his first podium of his career in his
Yeah,
15th race, I believe that was. It's a very good job from Isaac, especially after that debut. He bounced back tremendously, being very very quick, very impressive, and so far the rookie of the year. So yeah, very very good weekend all around. Qualifying, absolutely nailed it. Race, no mistakes, just cruised home to a fortunate P3, but you have to be at the right place at the right time sometimes. And
yeah.
yeah,
There's a lot of people that we could mention as a amazing race. Alex Albon came fifth, Behrman sixth, especially with Albon's qualifying, and so on.
yeah,
Qualifying woes. Yeah, Sonoda managed to get points. Oh my god!
yeah,
But I think the difference between them and what Hajar did this weekend is Hajar was always there, right? He didn't luck into this position. He fully deserved that position. He was always fighting against it. Of course, maybe he would have came fourth instead of a podium, but that still would have been an amazing result. So yeah, just the fact he managed to beat George Russell as well, huge.
yeah. Uh, Gasly, I think he had a good weekend, just not quite on HR's level. And we agreed that if there's a like clear pick, that gets the points. But if there's no clear pick, we can have multiple options who all deserve it equally. But I think Hajar absolutely clears everyone this weekend. Maybe
Yeah, Gasly
you could
Gasly
argue for
came
Piastri,
17th,
but
right?
wait, did he? I thought
Yeah.
I saw him in the points during the race. Maybe I was wrong.
No, he finished 17th.
What happened to
Last of the
Wait,
drivers. I don't know.
how did he
Maybe it
get
was a pit stop near the end.
how did he get a P17? I swear I saw him in like P8 or trick race or something. I
I cannot remember.
yeah, I don't think I remember the race results as good as I thought. Uh, yeah. Well, either way, only get a point. Even if I have anyone else there, probably. Still would only go to Hajar. Underperformer though, Bortoleto, I mean, he still outqualified Hulkenberg even though he didn't have the greatest race. Still rookie, and can't expect him to be great every single weekend, every single session. I guess it was pretty mid, but not an underperformer drive. Lawson, he got outqualified by his teammate. Still got a Q3, was running for points until the clash with Sainz, which was, I mean, what was that penalty for Sainz? That was that was the most undeserved penalty I've ever seen. Probably that's FI we're talking about. I have no idea what was going on there. How was Sainz penalized? Like, I would understand if it was like a penalty for Lawson, even though I thought it was a racing incident. But how would they give the penalty to Sainz? Like, how? Honestly, I don't know if you have the same opinion, but it's just ridiculous for me.
I have no idea at all. It's ludicrous.
Okay, who would you give this to as a driver? Specific.
I think. Look, Norris isn't his fault, right?
Yeah.
The car explodes, not his fault. Leclerc's not his fault. Should fully be he was getting battered by those Mercedes cars in the end, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to say Hamilton.
I guess you're right, but yeah, he's
crashed on his own accord.
Yeah, he did. So that's not excusable, especially for.
I know we've done it twice. I know we've said him twice, and there's other people. Kimi Antonelli, I think, should be in the discussion.
Exactly.
Bortoleto and Hulkenberg suddenly dropped off this race, but maybe it's just not a race that is good for the kick. So but I think it would end up having to be Hamilton.
Yeah, I guess I agree. Some bad tries this weekend, but Lewis actually crashed on his own.
Especially because he did it in practice as well.
Yeah, you're right. He did. Yeah.
Just multiple things you don't want to see from Lewis Hamilton of all people.
Yeah, he had a very unclean weekend. He had many offs and so on. I mean, Leclerc had 2 during the weekend, but not anywhere near the extent that Lewis had. And yeah, he was running for decent points at that race, especially with Norris later on retiring. He would have finished like P5, right?
Yeah,
that's an important point, especially if they're fighting constructors against Mercedes, which, I mean, they successfully took out the other Ferrari, so they scored points over them.
Yeah.
I mean,
team up effort there.
Yeah, good teamwork for Mercedes, and yeah. Okay, perfect team straight to Ferrari. Made the weekend.
Although, sorry, I should say it was Leclerc's fault for the incident with George.
Was there an incident? To be fair, I mean, it was.
He goes die. Yeah,
it was like borderline hard racing. I wouldn't penalize it in either way.
Fair enough.
The thing is, George got damage from it. That's the unfortunate thing. But I still feel like
I didn't want to go out there and get the hate of Mercedes fans for the fact that we sound like we're blaming George for the incident.
Definitely wasn't at fault, but neither was Charles. It was very, very on the limit racing, but it was within limits. I feel like it was a great overtake, and on the track where there's not many places you can overtake at, and it worked for Charles until it didn't, because his teammate took revenge. And I mean, the Ferraris both crashed like 3 meters within their range. It was the same exit of the same turn. Like it was.
Yeah. Anyway, you were saying
Yeah.
about Perfect Team,
Yeah,
where
Perfect
I
Team.
have killed my chances of ever getting points.
Yeah, Ferrari. Yeah, I mean, even without the driver errors from Antonelli and Hamilton, they wouldn't be anywhere near this because they simply didn't have the pace. They were looking like a team that could struggle to get to Q3 for most of the weekend. Luckily, they found some pace later on in the qualifying, but they didn't look good during the weekend. Just not good. I thought that they would carry some momentum from Hungary for the summer break, but yeah, they didn't. I guess we're back to current domination with them getting pole and race wins. Sometimes they DNF, but there's two of them, right? They come both DNF. We're probably gonna see McLaren's winning every single qualifying and race for the rest of the season. So yeah. Okay. Alpine. No.
No, I think in the end, yeah, they got a close to a point, which feels big for Alpine. But when the top three drivers are retired, you want to get some points in. I think I'm gonna have to go for maybe Haas. Two drivers in the points. I mean, Aston Martin also two drivers in the points. Red Bull two drivers in the points, which isn't a usual thing we can say.
I mean, yeah, based on the recent form, I would honestly give it to Red Bull because how bad they've been recently. Like Max was the clear behind McLaren driver this weekend, and Tsunoda scored points after a long time.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's the Red Bull's best weekend in a while, so basically that.
I was sort of doing a precursor to the fact that we both failed our tragic team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haas and Aston both scored double points. I wouldn't give any of them the best, like the most impressive team, the perfect team, but they were good. Like, but
Ollie Burnham as well was
Ollie,
sixth.
Ollie was very good during the weekend. Esteban less so, but he's still got points, so good for Haas. I mean, the constructors fight very close, changing every single Grand Prix at this point. There are a lot of teams going up and down the standings, so we'll see how it develops. It's one of those little things that you keep an eye out for the rest of the season. As maybe we lost the Drivers' Championship too, the fight at least, but yeah, we'll see. Anything can happen as we saw this Grand Prix. Shall we move over to qualifying for first Grand Prix? I believe.
Yeah, let's go.
We have from the top we had Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, Hadjar, and Leclerc, right? Or was it Russell?
No, it's Russell.
Russell. So that's no points, right? Wait. Max got P3, so that's point.
Yes, you get a point. Yes.
Oh, a lucky point. Indeed. There. And
I get a point for Piastri.
Yeah, exactly. A good point for Piastri. Pole position, which you could argue Piastri was one of the most impressive drivers this weekend. Like on a track that he was so bad compared to Lando.
Definitely.
In the past,
I think
he came here after the summer break with momentum on Lando's side. And he just straight up got his first Grand Slam and the first McLaren's Grand Slam in like 37 years. They still haven't acknowledged it to this day. For some reason, they just did it. I don't know if there's like a weekly morning session for McLaren that they have to like be sad for Lando's the or whatever. The McLaren situation seems really weird. Like during the DNF, we saw Andrea Stella smiling, and the Zach Brothers being like, "Oh fuck!" And after the interviews, like Zach was literally like, his driver won the Grand Slam, he just didn't care. I feel like the team is broken right now.
I would like to say, for McLaren's sake, I believe they could have won the constructors this weekend.
Could they actually, like, already?
Yeah, I think they would have won if Norris came second. So maybe they were a little downhearted at that.
It's
I
actually
might be wrong,
crazy. Like,
but I think that might have been the case.
there are 8 races left, right? Like it's
Yeah.
that's gonna be the record, or at least close to it.
I know, like, last weekend, and by last weekend I mean 4 weeks ago, they were talking on Sky about how McLaren could have took a break until Brazil and then uh, still been in the lead of the constructors. Uh, so yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I am getting my information from someone else. But yeah, that's maybe why they were a little downhearted. But
Yeah.
you want a party.
Oh, definitely mixed feelings within the team.
Yeah,
With mechanical DNF for McLaren that we haven't seen in a long time. Long time. That both drivers were on such a crazy run of reliability form that yeah, it was doomed to happen sometime,
yeah.
but it happening in Championship 5 was at this stage it was kind of like yeah, obviously
Something that,
uh, like
for the sake of going to Piastri, something that impressed me so much is that Lando was so quick in every single session before that. Um, you know, he'd led every single session, and it wasn't a case of Lando, bottling out. Although they were both slow on their final lap, it wasn't a case of that. It was he'd done another time that was very good. It was a case of Piastri raising himself, sorry, to that level to be able to beat him by a crazy amount, 0.012, which I had a rant about times last time out, so I won't this time. But yeah, it was extraordinary to see.
yep, I exactly agree with everything you said. Uh, yeah, I mean, we had a title fight. Now we probably don't anymore. I mean, it's still like
I'm not completely heartless to it. Like I still
uh,
think
I'm still more
um,
hopeful than I was last year. But the thing is, we would think he would need a Piastri DNF or and anything close to it in order for it to be anywhere near him. And that's
yeah, I guess
like,
you can that is
that's
the case,
that's
but
like counting on Lando beating Oscar for most of the rest of the season,
no,
which
I,
is
I
still
completely agree with that. I just I think in the cosmic space of the universe, just stuff happens, right? We talk about PSG might get one DNF. He might end up getting two somehow. We just don't know what's going to happen. So I don't think it's over. I think there'll be another span in the work at some point. We've still got a lot of races to go after all.
yeah, indeed. I mean, yeah, we do, and anything can happen in Formula One. We've seen bigger gaps be well. It happened thrice in the history of F1 that a 34 point or more gap was overturned and the other driver won the championship. But most recently, Max Verstappen in 2022. But yeah, Lando is not going against Ferrari. He's going against his teammate in the best car. It's going to be very tough, but you never know what's going to happen. Okay, race results. Piastri won, Max second, Hadjar third, P4 Russell, so I get the round point there, and P5 was Albon, right?
Yes.
Yep, very very random P5 from Alex, but he's been getting those for the entire season, so let's not expect. Honestly, yeah, he got lucky with those DNFs, and Lawson and Sainz get taking each other out in front of him, but you have to be at the right place at the right time. Like I said already, things happen. Drivers are fortunate and unfortunate at the next race and so on. It's Formula One after all. Yeah, good drive from Alex in the race. as well as Ollie P6, very good. Stroll P7. I had no idea how they got there, but I guess it was some random good strategy from Aston. That mostly is Alonso then P8.
Ahead of Alonso again.
Yeah, so that means he's ahead in the championship again.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
P9 was Tsunoda, P10 was Ocon, right? So that's points being positions. Okay. I guess we can now talk about the talking points from the Grand Prix. Like
let's
those
go for it.
we didn't mention. Obviously, we mentioned the mechanical unit for Lando, the implications on the drivers' fight. We mentioned Anthony taking out Hamilton.
No, Anthony took out
no, sorry, Leclerc. Hamilton taking out Hamilton, and the overtake from Charles and Russell. Then, I believe there's many talking points, but just I don't remember exactly. Like there. Oh yeah, we had the Lost in Science incident, which mentioned as well. We had the rain as well. The rain threat throughout the race. It was raining at some point, but not quite enough for anywhere near inter period. And it reminded me of Hungary. I believe it was like 2022. I was there on the track. It was raining throughout the entire race. Like you could feel the drops. You could feel the rain coming from the roof, but the truck was so dry. It wasn't raining enough for it to be inters. And I feel like a similar thing happened here. There's not enough rain for it to matter in any way. It changed strategies for a lot of drivers. Aston's profited the most. Stroll the earliest got the jump on people and then ended up finishing P7. So good strategy goal from Aston.
Definitely.
Even though Alonso was not as fortunate with the strategy as he usually isn't. And was there anything I missed, or did you want to?
I can't think so. No, I can't think of anything. I mean, it was a fun Grand Prix. It certainly was more fun than we probably expected it to be, isn't it? Provided some chaos, and I'm just pleased that we've got some incredible F1 races under our belts now.
Yeah. I think this was the best race since Silverstone, right? We had a lot of stinkers recently. I mean, you could say Hungary was alright, but
I enjoyed Hungary as well. But I think still it's probably the best since Silverstone. And honestly, I'm excited for the Italian Grand Prix now. Don't know why I said Italian so weirdly there.
Monza next. I like the track. I like the atmosphere. I like the history of the track, but it's not the greatest track for parallel F1 cars, and we're probably not going to see many overtakes there. But you never say never. We've seen crazy winners there in recent times. We've seen Charles somehow winning on a one stop last year. Wouldn't rule out Ferrari for this weekend. They always do well at Monza. But the McLaren's going to be mighty, and maybe even Max can do something. But I just don't feel like it's going to be much of a competition this weekend. Really, I want to hope for it, but we'll see. For Monza, what happens, and actual prediction. Just briefly want to mention that 3 red flags. There was none, I believe, and Norris lead the championship by more than 10 points. This would work if it was the other McLaren, the NFing, but it wasn't. I wouldn't wish for my second favorite driver to DNF, obviously, but 5 points. I don't get them this time, and that means we're tied on 41 points after this weekend. Yeah, still very tight.
Still tight. Yeah, we can't break this deadlock, can we?
Yeah, still waiting for the DNF from AJS, so I can keep the momentum. But yeah, never mind. But we'll see. for both championships, how it unfolds. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Take the wheel.
Yes, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Make sure to check out our Italian predictions. They'll be out right after this one, so you'll be able to go and find out what we find of the Italian Grand Prix. It's going to be a fun one. And as always, thank you for watching. Peace.
Peace.